I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms.
What Suffolk's lambs need is a little more mothering. She's a first timer and just not dilated enough yet. So I'm going to get her in a pen right away to get her the bond. If the lamb gets some milk, the lamb will stay warm. I can't even handle the wife I have. Why would I want a second one?
Let's get started.
Lambing for a week. It's I don't know what time it is. It's 7 or 8 in the morning. I just come to the barn to do a check. I just had 2 ewes had lambs, and I'm tired. You hear that sheep over there? It's actually deafening, the screaming, and she's not even in labor. She's a stealer. So I just had a pair of Dorset lambs here at 8 in the morning. From that last group of Dorsets had never had lambs out of that group yet. She just gave her first twin lambs out of that group. Nice vigorous little lambs. And in the meantime, I had this sheep in labor. She was walking around with her placenta hanging out. So that tells me it was going on for a while. I thought of the worst, but it wasn't too bad. So I'll tell you what happened. So I caught her with some of her placenta hanging out. I had to get her down. And the first lamb was just the head, no feet. So I got those feet out quite easily, the front feet, to pull the lamb off. It was a little bit of a job. Then I checked her, fed that lamb. Then I checked her for another lamb. And she has another lamb there at that entrance right now. And this has no feet either, just the head. But then the worst thing, my worst nightmare happened at that moment. I'm trying to get the feet out and push the head back. And what happens? Her feet come out and the head drops down. And now she's lost her fluid that keeps that lamb in line. So now I have to try to get the head to come back up with the feet and the same time as she's in labor. So it actually went pretty good. She helped me right along with that. But that last lamb there took a while to get it out. But it's fine right now. There's a sheep back there that's a stealer. That's just driving me nuts. Listen to her. It's actually deafening. Anyways, got both lambs off. She's really stressed out. I'm going to leave her alone. We just fed the 2 lambs. I just had to dip them for a second. And I'm going to go and have a coffee. And hopefully that sheep over there doesn't quiet down. I'm going to take some plastic electrical tape and I'm going to tape her mouth up. There, that did it. Oh, really? So we're out of straw today for the jugs. So these are the straw bales. We just put a light layer of plastic over them. They're kept outside. And that's barley straw. And then we'll just roll that bale right up in that corner right there. And that's how we'll fork it off into the jugs. That sheep is still irritating me. So just going to get that done for a second. So that's the bale. We just cut off. This was tied up with a mesh. Corey Doyle did that for me, custom baling. And it just falls apart. We fork it up. And I just got a jug ready there. Some nice clean straw. And then we'll bed up all these lambs today. And I just looked around the corner here. And we have a ewe here that has a lamb. I think she's an older ewe, maybe. I'm not sure. So we'll get her in that new jug right now. So she just had another lamb. I think she's an older ewe. And again, just the head's coming. The 2 feet were back. She might have straightened that out, but I'm thinking not. So she's had that one a while ago. And that one there was, like I say, 2 legs back, just the head. So I got the legs up and come off quite easily. So right now she's stressed out. I'm pretty sure she's an older ewe. Probably her last year, this year, for having babies. And you can see the steam coming off that lamb. It's a little bit colder outside today. The temperature's dropped down to about minus 10, 15 today. Anyway, you better get going. I'm way behind.
So we're going to do our daily update first, and then we're going to head on into Arnie's videos if you want to watch all the lambing drama. We'll go in order. This is the family group of Dorsets. We've got 4 in here now. Everybody's chewing their cud, looking a little cozy. There's a bunch under the feeders. So you can see how once the lambs have settled down and gotten used to the family groups, they all snuggle and huddle under the feeders. This girl and her lambs are probably going to go out today. She's got twin girls, a humdinger and a little one. From Luther. Any ewe with a black dot on her is from Luther, and any Dorset with a black dot is from Lancelot. This ewe here, she's going to go out today for sure. She's got 2 humdinger. I'd say she's got the best 2 lambs so far this year as twins. They're humdingers. 2 boys. This one has a single, is doing okay. These 2 are both just recently tagged. We got the ewe lamb from Knockout. We got these twin ram lambs from Lancelot. This girl, it's hard to see her number because she's covered in straw. But she's got lambs in there, and I'm assuming they're doing okay. She's an older girl. Can't see how many does she have, Arnie?
I think that's another single.
Is it?
Yeah, we had 3 singles in a row here.
This girl here, where's her lammy?
Right there.
That's a nice big lamb there. Fast asleep. Who do we have here?
Twins.
Twins?
Yeah, one's got a little hole there.
Okay.
Looking at me.
Twins hiding in here.
See him there?
Oh yeah, this one's got a burrow back here. They love these little caves. They get to snuggle up.
Under that feeder, right?
You can barely see them. Black ones are hard to see. Oh, your pen looks a little small for you.
That's a single. That's what I put him in that pen. She's a single.
She's got a ram lamb in there. Oh, this ram lamb. Oh, this is the ewe who you're going to see in a few minutes in Arnie's videos. Arnie had a lot of trouble with her because she was thinking that maybe rejecting a lamb would be a good idea. So her ram lamb we had a little worry about. He's a really nice lamb, but you definitely have to watch the rest of the video to see the story about this mom and her lamb. These 2 are the first ones that we had from the other Dorset group from Lincoln. They're the very first ones.
Does that look like a Dorset?
We thought they'd never have lambs, but they did.
Oh, he's asleep.
Aw, poor little guy.
Does that look like a
And
Dorset?
he just got, oh no, he didn't get tagged. Yes, he looks like a
Does he have woolly
Dorset.
ears?
They all do.
What's with the Dorsets with no wool ears?
I don't know. Well, I think sometimes they lose it as they get older.
This guy, I'm going to mark it. He doesn't lose it then. That's woolly ears.
Well, the
Earmuffs.
main problem is I've been tagging them all morning, and with the Suffolks, it's real easy to tag them because they have super long ears. These guys, it's not that it's hard to tag them, but I got to keep in my head that I got to tattoo them, and I can't fit a tag and a tattoo in those little ears. So we're going to have to figure something out with the little ears. These two were just born minutes ago. All three of these were born minutes ago. The twin Dorsets, the twin ewe and ram lamb from Knockout, and these twin girls from Luther. These are actually Humdinger girls. You can see this mom. See how a first timer has way more condition and reserves after she's delivered big lambs? And older girls just have a harder time producing lambs and at the same time maintaining that condition. This is a G year, same year as Gladiator. She has beautiful, healthy lambs. You can see the lambs are good. No bony lambs. If you watch some videos, you'll see bony lambs. You don't want to see that. So she has been feeding her lambs, but you see her now. She only had lambs minutes ago, but you can see she's sunken in where the lambs were, and she's going to struggle a bit more to get her weight back on, but we'll feed her well. One thing I did check was her milk, because if the ewe is a little thinner and a little older, milk can sometimes become an issue as well. But she has lots of milk, so that's all good. Arnie's gonna take this ram lamb out shortly, and we're gonna show you this one. You thought the 20-pounder was big? We're gonna have to weigh him and show you him. You would swear he's 3 weeks old. This is the old ewe. We've been giving her drugs and glycol to perk her up, and she's chewing her cud there. She's really perky. We're thinking of letting her out today too. These two are tagged and ready to go out today as well. This one still hasn't had lambs, but is seemingly extremely happy to be living in a jug alone, watching all the others have their lambs. These are the two adopted ones that are tagged and ready to go, and there's absolutely no mismothering going on here. She's definitely accepted both. However, the brothers to the adopted one are in the family group right now, and we're probably going to just leave her in here till that first Dorset family group moves over to the coveralls, just so there's no mixing and matching of smells and confusing her, because she's done a wonderful, wonderful job accepting an older and dry lamb. And that's the update on the lambs today. Now, get a coffee, because it's lambing time with Arnie.
So we're just going to bring this lamb in right now. Yeah, that lamb's already up. I'm quite surprised. After I'm always saying that Suffolks can be a little bit on the dozier, slower side. Which, yeah, Suffolks do need a little bit more care, maybe, when they're first born. But I was listening to an Irish farmer the other day that was a Texel breeder, and he said all what Suffolk lambs need is a little more mothering. So that's a nice way to say it, I guess. I agree with that. They need a little more loving. They're fantastic mothers, so they're just that terminal breed that needs a little bit more care. A little more mothering, he said. I thought that was a very good way to say it. But I don't have a Go camera with me. So I've got to shut our camera here off and carry this lamb in. And Lynn's over there doing something, I'm not sure. I think she's recording lambs. And I'm thinking pretty positive she does not have another lamb. First timer. Quite normal for her. Quite normal for her to have a single lamb. And there was some discussions on the internet about regulating the milk on this sheep now, because now she has 2 teats and she only has 1 lamb. And I'm my opinion on that is you can't regulate the milk. She will produce milk accordingly for 1 lamb or 2 lambs or 3 lambs. So all she's going to do is not produce as much milk eventually. So what your concern might be now is that lamb only sucks on one side, and the other side of her udder it gets a little bit enlarged. But that lamb should real quickly get on both sides if everything goes well. But sometimes you have to look at that. If you see a sheep with an uneven udder, it's because the one half is full of milk, and it could be a problem. But most of the time it's not a problem at all. It's rare it's a problem. She'll give enough milk to feed her lamb, and that's all she'll produce. And she'll regulate herself. We have 2 sheep coming in. That one's having a baby. That one right there is having a baby. So that ewe right there has lamb with no feet, just the head showing. So I'm going to try to get her in this lobby where we can catch her. She needs help. So you can see that there's no legs, just the head showing. So I'm going to have to try to find a leg. So I got the 2 legs, pushed the lamb back, got the 2 legs out, and she does have another lamb, but the lamb's quite far back in yet. So I'm just going to let her push that lamb towards the entrance, the exit, and give her a little space for a while. And in the meantime, I'll get a jug ready, and that sheep is just started crying now too. So let her lick it off. So she's a first timer and just not dilated enough yet. Just let her work on that for a few minutes. And she'll be stretching herself, opening herself up to deliver that lamb. This one right here just had her first lamb, remember? And I hate to bother her because she's got another one coming right now before I get her in the jug. And my lunch is getting cold. She's not pushing too hard on it, the second one yet. I wanted to start pushing a little bit. I just put it right there beside that bale of straw, nice and dry and warm. So there is a problem there, you see. That's a, just wipe her face off for a second. That lamb, you just had her lamb, and she's ran off, but she is crying for it. So we'll see if we can get her back. Hey, Mom. Ah, that's Guppy. So that's the problem with that. So now I have to wrestle her out of the pen because she doesn't recognize her lamb, and we gotta get her on a lamb right away. So I just got her out of that pen, and see, now she'll recognize that lamb. I think I'll just leave her there for a few minutes until we can get her in a jug. Put this one in the jug first, maybe. So she's not close enough for that lamb. So I'm going to get her in a pen right away to get her the bond. Slimy little things. I got them all in the jug right now. I'll just show you what's happening. So in a small pen like that, she'll have to stay with the lamb, and hopefully she bonds with it. So that makes me extremely nervous about that. But we'll see what happens. So while she's getting her act together, oh, don't spill the milk, buddy. We'll just feed this lamb for 1 minute. Is that gross or what? She's pretty quiet. She may be just in labor and a little bit silly in the head. But we'll give this lamb something to eat. It's pretty warm in the barn, so. If the lamb gets some milk, the lamb will stay warm. It's a real nice lamb, actually. Got a good square muzzle on it. I want to see those square muzzles. Hey, buddy. What's wrong, Mom? This is the first timer. I know for sure it is. Because she doesn't know how to be a mother. She's exactly like my mother. She doesn't know how to be a mother. But we're going to tell you, we're going to teach you how to love your baby. And what I'm first going to do is, there's a high possibility she has another lamb, and that's why she's not quieted down yet. We're just going to dip this little lamb. Hey, Mom, what's wrong? Be nice, eh? Come on. Don't make a lot of work for me. There we go. I like to see those nice black lambs. I like those black lambs. So, we're just going to see if she has another lamb. You want to check your teeth? Oh, a little hyper, eh? We'll just see if she has another lamb or not. That could be the problem why she's not going. I'm looking at her and thinking she does not have another lamb, but that can fool you. Got lots of milk. Calm down, come on. Maybe she'll just stay down for a few minutes. She does not have another lamb. And I'll just leave the lamb with her like that. I think she's just totally stressed out. But we know this other one does have another lamb. The lamb is right there at the entrance, so I'm probably just going to take it off. Oh, buddy, come on. Oh! Oh, I don't have a towel here, do I? Oh. Oh. I don't know if you can see that or not. So, that lamb, instead of laying in the correct position, it was laying the opposite position. So I had to kind of roll him a little bit for him to come out. It's a male, two males. So, a little bit of a rough birth. Sorry about that, buddy. But it could have been way worse. So I'll just feed this lamb for a second. She has lots of milk. Hey, Ma. Hey, fella. Sorry about that. Yeah, these are all first timers. Little bit of a learning curve, eh? This first timer's got twins, and the other first timer has a single. There's nothing wrong with a single lamb for a first time mother. It's probably the same reason why I only have one wife. Because I can't even handle the wife I have. Why would I want a second one? So these two ewes are totally stressed out. But they're in the best place they could be right now. And the other ewe there, I'll just show you in a second, is talking to her lamb right now. So we're going to dip your navel cord. That we get no one, oh, are you slimy or what? There you go. Put them up here and Mom can lick them off a little. There you go, Mom. Come on, Mom, you got a job to do here. And why don't you just lay down here with Mom too? There you go. She's talking to the lamb now, so I'm gonna go have my quick lunch for a second. It's probably ruined. And I'll be back to check up on the stuff. She's loving her two lambs. So just gonna wash everything up right now. Put everything away for the next lamb. Gonna have some quick lunch. Come on, Max. Come on, boy. Hey. It's snowing out. Back in the house. It's 2 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet. And I put a lot of work into that lunch. It was sitting here for over an hour, so gave it a little zap, and I'll see how it tastes. And we'll just see what Lynn's been doing. What's she doing, hon?
Editing all your hours and hours of videos.
She's not laying down yet. We just had 2 lambs, huh? 2 ewes.
Okay.
Pair of twins and a single.
What did you learn?
I learned it's pretty difficult to farm on your own.
I think you learned that you don't make your lunch and then go out and have lamb.
Well, I didn't think
You make your lunch before you go out.
I didn't think she was coming in that early. Hey, Max, get a life.
So who was it this time?
2 first timers.
Oh, 2 different ones?
Yeah, a pair of twins and a single.
Well, when we came in, I thought nobody was lambing.
Yeah, that's Lynn right over there, and this is me.
Do you think they don't know that?
Well, they're kind of wondering who was doing the work. Oh! We don't want to start that. That could be, what could that be?
Bickering.
Bickering. One of our viewers didn't like her bickering. Yeah, probably doesn't have an attitude. Anyways, I'm going to have some lunch.
Don't film me.
What are we having tonight, babe?
Uh,
Come on.
what did we call this again last time? People have seen
Hey.
this before.
No bickering. No bickering. No bickering.
Some people don't like bickering.
Some people don't like
It's
bickering.
not bickering. It's how we talk to each other.
That's right.
We've talked to each other like this for 18 years. And it's the only thing that stops us from killing each
That's
other.
right. And she knows her place.
And he knows his.
Okay, what are we having tonight, babe?
What is this? I'm running a blank. It's so
Okay.
late and tiring. It's chicken.
Pot pie?
Yeah, chicken pot pie.
Oh, there you go. Little senior moment there, right?
Yeah, it is because it's late at night and look at show the window how dark it is. Because Arnie's just been out lambing, and dinner's been on hold for quite a while. Okay, Arnie, let's hurry. Dinner's ready.
Christmas-
Come on.
Christmas
Look,
li-
honey, dinner.
Don't bicker. Don't bicker.
Dinner, honey.
What are these, honey? They're cows?
That's right. They're puff pastry cows.
Little piggies?
That's right, Arnie.
You did a hell of a job in that, Lynn, with lambing and everything like that. I wonder how you find time for that.
And doing the videos, because now Arnie's pumping out hour-long videos one after the other. That's a lot of work.
That's right. We're lambing.
Not the filming, the
Cutting all the bickering out.
I'm not cutting bickering out because that's not real.
It is what it is.
Okay.
No phony front here.
Nope.
Okay, we're going to quarter this up, babe.
Yep.
I'm starved.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Hurry up. Well, I hope you enjoyed the mayhem that is lambing season. And if you did, be sure to join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.